Cool.
We're live.
We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome back to Coffee with Classy. I'm your host. Today, we're going to be actually working with Jared today as well, too. Hear the music. Tunes are rocking out back today. Motorcycles are rolling in. It's going to be a good day. Good day here. Today, what's going on? It's Two Fat Greeks Appreciation Day. All right, so what does that mean? That means that today is the last day we'll be open and the Greeks will be open at the same day. So we thought, hey, you know what? Let's have a little party for them because God darn I like their food, and I'm really happy that they're here every year, all summer long, to give everybody some great food. They have some friends from Hearts of Joy. This is an unbelievable craft market. It's a bunch of kids with special needs who do a fantastic job making a whole bunch of different goodies and crafts, basically coffee cups, wine glasses. They actually do fence posts now, which is kind of neat.
Set up for today?
Yeah, they're setting up today, and every meal, every $2 from every meal you order goes to Hearts for Joy, and everybody's getting free dessert today. So that's another little bonus from Two Fat Greeks Appreciation Day. So yeah, and like I want to say thank you to Anna and Stella and family, and Terry and Dimitri and Theo, and can't remember the other girl's name, and Chris, and yeah, so they've had an awesome season this year. But you know what? It's getting a little slower this time of year, and they're getting tired, and they figure, hey, we'll see you again next year. And
nice to see our HG Rock friends show up.
yes, yeah, HG Rock. They show up all the time. What are you talking about? Finally showed up.
No, I said it was nice to see them show up yesterday to celebrate their last week.
Perfect. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Anyway, yeah, and HG Rock, thank you for coming by yesterday to enjoy some Two Fat Greeks. They're all up at Sunny Hill. So good morning up there at Sunny Hill. We'll see you guys this afternoon. Hope you guys didn't have too much shenanigans last night. Saved a little for the Saturday crew.
They're awake. They're online, so I can see some of them.
Awesome. Well, good morning. How's everybody having for breakfast at Sunny Hill? Where's the breakfast cabin? I'm sure somebody's cooking up a storm. But yeah, awesome weekend. Looking forward to it. Going to do some riding up in the Barry's Bay weekend area this weekend. So so we'll see that. So we'll see everybody today. Now, next week, we got a couple more events we're sort of helping promote here. Kawartha Charity Riders, friends of Classy Chassis as well. They're having their fall colors ride. And it looks like they're having quite a little party there. So basically the ride, $20, pork roast, $40, and a dance. So they're starting in the morning, going for a ride, coming back for a pig roast, and they're dancing until the night comes on. So they're a dancey group, those people. This one here, let me tell you, it's hosted by Kawartha Charity Riders. All proceeds to the Cancer Fund and the Christmas Hamper Program. Fall Colors registration is at 9 a.m. Kickstands up at 11 a.m. Pig roast doors open at 5 p.m., dinner at 6 p.m., and dance starts at 9 p.m. Oh, address is 1008 Eldon Road, Oakwood, Ontario. So that's basically at the place where they always are. For tickets, text 705-879-5705. Can somebody from the Kawartha Charity Riders please help post this link below? Also, they've got a really cool draw that they're doing for a really awesome eagle sculpture. So if somebody else from Kawartha Charity Riders wants to post that down in the comments. Also, I also learned from YouTubers the other day that I'm supposed to ask for you to like, share, and subscribe to everything here as well. So let's get sharing. Let's get sharing this again, and I want to see 50 shares. 50 shares. I get 50 shares on this one. We're going to start bringing back prizes for sharing. All right, there you go. I'll bribe you. Look at Charlene there. You just give stuff away all the time, don't you? Anyway, but lots of great things going on. So like I said, Two Fat Greeks Appreciation Today. The other thing that's going on, there's a poker run from the CBD, the Council for Persons with Disabilities. It's a poker run. It's for cars and motorcycles. It's happening next week. Basically, 570 George Street North, basically Venture North building, right downtown there across from the junction. So registration starts at 9, $15 per hand, or 3 for $40. Enjoy Fall Colors ride and back at Venture North for a barbecue and prizes. So awesome awesome little group there. They came in, they said, hey, do you mind if we use your place as a stop next week? And I said, absolutely not. I'll even mention it on Coffee with Classy. So there. We're getting caught up with most of the events, but anyway, we figured let's talk about some motorcycle stuff today. So we're going to get Jared to come over here and help us explain some stuff here. Jared's going to tell us what's in the box. Just what's in the box. So enough of all that good stuff. So we got all the important, pertinent information. But today we're going to talk about suck, squeeze, bang, blow.
Jared's favorite subject.
Let that one sink in. But we've got a nice little motor over here to demonstrate. We get a lot of questions. We'll get people calling up and say, I'm thinking stage 3. And we're like, okay, well, what do you think it involves in a stage 3? And then we'll say things like, well, I would like a breather and pipes. I'm like, well, let's just go over what a stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3 is.
Let's
just
get this
quickly.
cleared up real quick.
Because at the end of the day, a lot of people know, right? And let's be honest, stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3 is a marketing term used by Harley-Davidson, fantastically by Harley-Davidson, to basically talk about the steps in which you should upgrade your motor, right? So we find it's awesome because how many times do people come in, get a stage 1 and say, oh my God, all new bike?
Yeah, and then
then-
they come in and they say, hey, I'm bored of this now, and I want a stage 2. And I
Like,
say,
what's
"Come
the
on
next
in."
step?
Yes,
Step 2, right?
step 2.
So what would we consider a step 2?
Step 2 is definitely one of these bad boys right here. We call these the magic stick.
The magic stick.
Okay,
We're coming to the candy shop today.
it is a candy shop.
It is a candy
yes.
shop.
So this is a camshaft here, which would be your stage 2, right? This is for an M8, and this here is for twin cam. So obviously there's 2 cams in the box, and that will be your stage 2 upgrade, which is going to give you substantial gobs of torques and horsepower.
This basically pushes you back in the seat a little better.
Yeah.
All right. Basically, stage 1 is going to make it a little more powerful and make it ride a little smoother, a little less banging, a little less coughing. And then this one here is going to basically give you that little oomph. Normally, what comes in a stage 2 is also push rods.
Push rods, yes, absolutely.
Push rods as well, adjustable push rods and things like that. So then when you want to move on to stage 3,
Now we're putting jugs on. Yes, sir. Bigger displacement.
Yep.
Bigger displacement, more horsepower. Kind of like me and Josh. Big
Yeah,
displacement.
Big displacement. Yeah. We move a lot of water.
Yeah.
So,
We make a lot of torque, not a lot of horsepower.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then the stage 4 would essentially be like even a bigger. That's like, so basically, like, let's say, take this motor, for example. So you kind of say, here's your intakes and your exhausts up in here. Or so your intake's over on this side, over here on the breather side that will actually go in here, and then your exhaust will come out the bike. So that's sort of your stage 1 is doing the pipes and the breather. Stage 2, you're going down to the bottom of the motor and you're working your way up. So your cams are going to go in here, your push rods are going to go in here. There's more to it than this, people. We're giving you the Coles Notes version, and when we say stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, there's more than one way to get there, right? Because you can get a 475 cam, you can get a 502 cam, you can get a
550 cam
550
or this
cam,
fancy 510 kit. For...
And don't even get me started on injectors. Like, we can get injectors, we can get...
That's a wormhole. Let's
That's
not
a
even go
worm.
there.
That's like,
Right?
again. And again, there's all sorts of people out there telling you all sorts of things, and there's people who do things a certain way, and you know what? We're just one of them, right? We've got Tennyson, Trevor, and Kenny back there who have basically been doing nothing but work on motorcycles for, well, geez, Tennyson, they're all been in the business for over 10 years, 13, 14 years, right? So, and like I said, Tennyson, he trained under the professor, Bill Gray. You look at Trevor, he went right over, he would be called a master Harley-Davidson technician if he worked at a Harley-Davidson shop, but he doesn't work at a Harley-Davidson shop, but he's done all the training out in Alberta and worked at a dealership for many years. And of course, Kenny, he came from basically he's done everything from snowmobiles to motorcycles, but our metric specialist. So we've got a really good three-prong approach. So if you need anything done for a Polaris or an Indian, like Kenny's great at that stuff too. So
We got it all, basically, is what
we
Josh is
do.
trying
We
to
do.
say.
What we're trying to say. But anyway, so off to that side tangent. So basically, stage 2, you're getting into the cam chest. Stage 3, you're getting into the jugs and pistons, stuff like that. So now you're
Stage
going
4, you're getting into the head.
into the heads. So you're getting bigger heads. So you're basically boring these out into stage 3. Stage 4, you're getting into boom, boom, right?
These make torque. this makes horsepower.
Yes.
But it's all got to come together in one fantastic little package.
And what do you say about horsepower? What's the difference between horsepower and torque? I have a saying for horsepower. My saying for horsepower and torque is Enzo Ferrari's saying, horsepower sells cars, torque wins races.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Or torque is how hard you hit the wall. Horsepower is how far you take the wall with you. Right?
Oh,
There's that aspect of it. Or maybe it was that backwards?
That's backwards, yeah.
Is that backwards?
Horsepower is
It's still
how
early,
fast
man.
you hit the wall. Torque is how far you take the
Take it
wall
with you. Yes,
yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I did that for you.
the good news is we won't be the guys working on your bikes. We'll be the guys
No.
who hit you.
Why would we hit a wall? What do you mean?
Just
Round the
because sometimes you just
Well, you don't need to hit a
wall.
wall, but thanks for sucking the fun out of that,
Well,
Mike.
that's
That was
because
great.
you don't have any upgrades done to your bike, Mike. If you had upgrades, maybe
So Mike
you'd run
is,
that risk.
Mike is actually going to
Right?
get cams in his bike this year.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I just happen to have a cam kit right here for you, Mike. Just happen to have one.
What it tells us about this cam kit? What is in this box?
That is a twin cam kit, and that is a Easy Start 510
Mm-hmm.
for your 08 and up. Actually, it's on special. This kit here would give you 10 to 20% more horsepower in your V-twin. We have to tune it. Now, this is on sale. This kit was worth $14.99, but I just happened to be digging around, and I'm going to.
What, did you order this one by accident too, Jared?
No, it was probably the 3 other parts guys before me, but now they got a good one. So
There you go. We found it.
right, I
you
found
go.
it, and now it's out there to be available to the customer, and we'd love to get another person on the board there. And I
Oh.
think this cam chest would probably do it.
Actually, we should
Speaking
say
of that, yeah.
sorry, Jesse Wilson. Shout out to Sam O'Connell. He made it to the bottom of the board. We sent a little video out to Jesse saying he got wiped out, but it's kind of neat. Like you're on the board now. You basically have to have like a 117 plus.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but at the end of the day, you know what? We can do it.
And also, if you want to be on the board, you got to get your work done here,
Yes.
right? Keep that in mind, everybody.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'd be more than willing to dyno your bike to see what it's got.
Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't do your work here, you ain't going up on the big Kahuna board.
Yeah, that's fair. And also, we should do a demo on our dyno room one day too, because there's a lot of people coming out with dyno trailers and putting them in the middle of their shop and stuff like that. But we actually are one of the few in Ontario. I think just us and Brooklyn Cycle actually have a full enclosed dyno room, insulated and properly ventilated. And it's not like it's gonna, everybody's doing great jobs with their dynos. We're really happy with it. But at the end of the day, there's one person, there's a couple of us doing it a little over the top,
Yeah.
right? So, and like I said, everybody's who's got a dyno, they've invested in it, and I want to say they're doing a great job with it. And like I said, more people dynoing the better, because what it actually does too is people don't really understand what a dyno does. When we do all this work to your bike, we have to change that compression and ignition ratio, because you're changing the flow of changing the flow of the air through the motorcycle, the fuel going through the motorcycle, and things like that too. So, and again, Coles Notes version. If anybody wants to say, get a little further into that, Josh. It's like, no, I know what it is. I know what it does. They know how to do it,
Absolutely.
right? So
We can talk about it.
We can talk about it, and we're going to. But like I said, at the end of the day, this thing here has been a fantastic investment for us, and it basically makes your motorcycle just more enjoyable to ride, is really what it comes down to.
Absolutely.
It shows you, basically what it does is you can just put your motorcycle on there and it'll tell you where you're going to get your maximum torque, where you're going to get your best fuel economy, where you're going to get
Fuel
your
economy.
best.
What?
Some people, I know, some people actually care about that. It's kind of funny. What kind of fuel economy? Well, I lose my fuel economy if I got a bigger, I'm like, if you're spending 20 grand on your engine, I don't think you really need to worry about fuel.
No,
It's still better than a Honda Civic, all right? So, but yeah, no, what it does, we can just measure where your bike's at, right? And it gives you an actual accurate reading at the back tire. Because all these specs that are coming out from manufacturers, they're all putting them on the crank, right? They're not actually putting them on the back tire. Why? Because all back tires are different. Everything's going to be a
different
little
sizes.
So
yeah.
basically, it's going to show where your rubber meets the road and how you're going to ride it the best. Like for me, I know when I dynoed my bike, I knew that basically if I wanted to cruise at the optimum cruising, it would have been 3,200 RPMs. Whereas when I didn't know that, I was just putting along at 2,500 RPMs, go to pass somebody, always having to gear down. This way, if you're cruising at 3,200 RPM, on my bike, when I was cruising at 3,200 RPMs, if I hit the throttle, I was gone. If I decelerated, I actually had a good engine brake and was able to slow down and stuff. So just let me know a little more about it. So
A little more feedback.
a little more feedback, right?
I don't know, it's getting towards the end of the year too. What do
Yeah.
you think about next Saturday? Tennyson's going to be here. What do you say we have a dyno day? It's $50 a run.
$50 a run. Well, I'd
Come
look
on
at that.
in, strap
Just
it
give
down.
away our money there, Chad. Oh, boy.
absolutely.
Why don't we just give away free winter storage too while we're at it?
Actually, we can do that.
Oh, yeah,
we can
right.
totally do free winter storage. Yeah. You come in and talk to me. We're going to do some upgrades, suspension, cam chest, big bore kits. We get above $2,500 in parts and accessories, not your general service. And we're going to
not?
store your bike for free.
We'll talk. We'll figure it out.
Tires ain't going to cut it. All right.
Good. Tires, oil change. Why not? They're spending over $2,500. We'll store their bike because we got room for 100 bikes out back, right? Obviously, if we wanted to, we could fill that in 20 minutes at $3.99. But at the end of the day, we want to keep the guys working. We want them basically not just keep them working, but have them working on fun stuff, handlebars, suspension, tires. Like, again, all this stuff is stuff you want to basically make sure that you're doing over the winter. And then it's in a safe, secured, insured facility. That's another thing too. I see people ask if their insured facility is actually insured. It's on site, it's heated. We're with your motorcycle every day, and you can come visit your motorcycle every day. So, and it's rodent control. There's another thing too. We've seen some stuff like that happen.
Yeah, lots of nests.
Yeah, so if you don't want a mouse making a nest in your fairing, bring it to a nice place like Classy Chassis or something of the like. So, and like I said, because we are here, and again, I like to brag on ourselves a little bit, but at the end of the day, we work really hard to be able to do that. So hopefully every once in a while people see that, and we really appreciate our customers. It's kind of funny because our job, people kind of look at us as sort of weird, but our job is to sell fun stuff to our friends. So it's like, okay, yeah, when you're telling me about that great deal that I couldn't match somewhere and you didn't call me, well, I can't do nothing about it. But at the end of the day, you call us, you're our friend, you're watching on Coffee with Classy, we'll take good care of you. So,
Absolutely.
everybody here, we know their heart's in the right spot. And just like you out there watching today. That was a little ass kissy, wasn't it?
That was a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, you got to do it.
Hey, I'll get out there singing for
At the
myself.
end of the
I
day,
don't care.
at the
Yeah,
end of the day, we're both salesmen.
we're both.
Yeah.
Yes, we're both entrepreneurial. Yeah. Anyway, Charlene's giving me the nod. She's sick of listening to me talk. Anybody else want me and Jared to banter a little more? So yeah, let's get this shared. Hi Stevie. Hi Leia. Let's get this shared out there. Make lots of comments. Call us idiots. We don't care. Well, let's get the circle going. And again, we gave you the Idiots Coles Note version of what to do, which is again, we're not idiots. I shouldn't say that. We gave you the entertainment version of what you want to do to your motorcycle. But just remember, you got a Harley, you got an Indian, you got a Victory. There's a whole bunch of stuff we can do to it. And like I said, we love being your motorcycle people, and thanks for considering us. And hey, Shar, I can say, and see you at Sunny Hill, guys. We're looking forward to that. What did I forget? 4th of Charity Riders next week. CPD Poker Run. Two Fat Greeks Appreciation Day.
And
And cut.